welcome back to my channel. My name's Haley, and today we're going to be talking about all my April favorites. I can't believe that May is here and April is gone. It's just crazy how like the months just fly by, especially this semester of college. I feel like it's just flown by, and I graduate this Saturday, May 6th, so I'm super excited to finally be done with college, and I'll have my bachelor's degree. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but hey, at least I'm graduating, but I'm just super glad for that chapter to be ending and we can be starting a new chapter in my life. But yeah, if you want to see the rest of my beauty favorites and things that didn't work out for me and did work out for me in the month of April, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I'll talk about is a palette, and I've been using this like crazy on clients for prom, just every day in general, and that is the Morphe 35R palette. It's just beautiful. It has all these shimmers, bronzy, copper, gold, you know, just speaks to me. These are my kind of colors right here, coppers and golds. I love coppers and golds. It's my favorite thing to wear. And then all of these matte shades are here, just beautiful. It's super pigmented. I have a whole video dedicated to this palette where I created a look with it, and I mixed like 3 of these together to create like my custom, you know, goldy, coppery shade, bronzy shade. So yeah, if you want to see that tutorial, then I'll have it linked up here, or it's just in my videos if you want to go find it. But yeah, I've really been loving this palette, and it came in really good use for prom looks and just any look you can really create, dramatic, natural. Yesterday, in the video you saw Tuesday, I just threw on like 2 of those shades and threw them all over the lid, and it was awesome. So you can really create like an everyday look or a really dramatic look, just whatever you really feeling. So I've been really loving that palette. Okay, so for the next thing I'll talk about is a highlighting palette, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned it last month, but y'all, this is the only thing I've been using for highlight. Literally all the other palettes, not even touching. I've just been using the Smashbox Holmes palette. This is so pretty. So I have the pearl palette. I was gonna pick up the gold, but honestly, I'm so fair, I would never be able to use the gold. I thought about getting it for clients. Oh my gosh, I just realized that I still have this thing on the mirror. Oh my goodness, I'm so silly. I've had this for like months. Okay, here we go. So anyways, this is the pearl palette, so you get the really light shade, which I love. I mixed these two and put them on myself, but I use this for more tan or skin, but I typically put this on my face. But it's what I'm wearing today. It's beautiful. I love this highlight. It's like you can do a more natural glow with it, or you can really build it up. I built it up a little bit more today because I love more of the glowy skin, but I really love this palette. These swatch really intense, like that white shade is like popping. It's so pretty. And I also did a whole video using this palette, my first impressions of it, swatches of it. So if you want to see any more in detail, I did a whole video on this. But yes, I've really been loving this palette, and I definitely think that you should get your hands on it if it's still available. I'm pretty sure this isn't limited edition. It's just limited edition in this packaging with Holmes. But you need to pick this up if you haven't. It's awesome. Okay, well hopefully y'all can't hear her, but I'm sure you can. We're going to try to do this video without her barking. Let's just hope we can get through it. But anyways, okay, so I've been loving 2 foundations for the month of April. Just been wearing these 2 nonstop. And the first one that I was wearing before I found the other one is the WetnWild Photo Focus Foundation. Now I've had this for a couple months. I think I mentioned it in a past favorites video probably before, but I've just been recently reaching for it more, and it just looks really good on the skin. You can't go wrong with it. It's like $4.99, something crazy, cheap like that, really inexpensive, but the quality is awesome. So it just gives you the perfect coverage. It looks good in photos, and this like literally matches my skin tone. Like this is the first foundation that like actually matches me like perfectly. So they have an awesome shade range. There's like 20 something colors, so I really recommend you guys checking this out if you haven't yet. And I got mine at Walgreens, so you should be able to get it like any drugstore. I think CVS has it as well. But yeah, I've just been really loving the WetnWild Photo Focus, and I'm in the shade Nude Ivory if you guys were wondering. So the next foundation I want to talk about is the LA Pro Coverage Foundation. Now I know I just hauled this, but I've actually had this for a couple weeks because I did that whole video, the first impressions wear test on this, so that's when I got it. And ever since that video, I've been wearing this nonstop, but I interchanged with the WetnWild in this one. So I really love this foundation too. It's really pretty. If you have dry, normal skin, I highly recommend. If you have oily skin, not sure how you would like it, I did a whole video on this as well. So if you want to see that, I will link that above. But, okay, so the only problem I have with this is shade Fair. And girl, this is not fair. This is like freaking medium. Like, I'm not this color. So I had to pick up the white, which I'll get that out for you so you can see. So I had to pick up the white one to mix with the Fair because it's way too freaking dark. So you just mix this in and it makes the shade. And this is just a great, anyways, because I love this formula. So I can use it on clients if the foundation, you know, needs to be a little bit lighter, if it needs more luminosity to it, just add this to it and it'll work. So I've been loving this, just a good mixer as well, but it works really well with the foundation, obviously, because it's the same formula. Okay, so the next thing I'll talk about, I know I've mentioned in my past videos, but honestly, y'all, this is just what I've been using the month, and I don't want to, like, you know, show you stuff I've not been using. I've really been using this stuff. So these are the Stila glitters. I showed them last time, but y'all, I've just been using these like crazy. Again, they came in such good handy for prom because these are like full glam. I love it. So I have the shades Smoky Storm, Rose Gold Retro, and Kitten Karma. I still want to pick up more, of course, but these are 3 I have them now. And I was going to pick up some more when Sephora did their sale, but y'all, they sold out in like 10 minutes. I couldn't get the ones I wanted. So yeah, I have these. These are bomb. If you haven't tried them out, I suggest you go try them at Sephora and pick you up some because they can you can just go full glam really fast and they're so easy to work with. So I highly recommend those glitters. And next one I'll talk about is what's on my lips, and that is the LA Girl Matte Flat Finish Pigment Gloss. So this is in the shade Obsess, and it's like a beautiful, it has a pink undertone. It's not really orange undertone. It kind of looks like it on camera, but when you swatch it, when you put it on, it's more of like that hot pink red undertone. I just really love this, and I have a bunch of these. I showed a couple videos ago. I have a bunch of these colors. I've had them for like a year, and I just never really reached for them because I kind of got like shades that, you know, I don't wear all the time, which this is one of them too. But I've been wearing this like crazy this month. I love it. It's just a really pretty red. I think it's perfect for these spring, summer months, getting to the warmer weather. So I've been really loving these, and the formula of this is awesome. And they're also really inexpensive, and you can find them at Ulta now. But before I just had to order online, but they're sold at Ulta now. The next lippy I want to talk about is the Maybelline Catsuit Liquid Lipstick in Rebel Rose. Now, y'all know I love these Wet n Wild liquid lipsticks, but I've really been enjoying this shade the most. And this is Rebel Rose. It's just a pretty rosy pink, more like an everyday color for me. So yeah, I love these. Again, the formula on these are great. I really wish that they would come out with more colors because I believe they only have 13, which is great to start out with, but since they're so good, they should come out with a lot more, and maybe they will eventually. And also what I love about Wet n Wild is it is cruelty-free. So if you are looking for cruelty-free makeup, Wet n Wild is definitely one to check out because they're so inexpensive and the quality of their products are awesome. Okay, so the next thing I'll talk about is also from the drugstore, and it is a concealer. Now, I've been using this for months and months, maybe even like a year now. And this is the Super Stay Better Skin Concealer. No, it hasn't been a year, but it's been a while. Anyways, I have these in a bunch of different shades because this is what I use on my clients in my freelance, my freelance business. This is what I keep in my freelance kit because, you know, makeup can get expensive, and you know, you really need to have a separate makeup for your freelance kit. If you do freelance, you don't want to be using the same makeup that you use on yourself because, I mean, you just don't want to do that. So what I do is I found a concealer I really like, and this is, again, the Maybelline Better Skin. It has really good coverage. It's really comparable to the Naked Skin Concealer, I would say, and I love that concealer. And so I just bought a bunch of these in a bunch of different colors, and this is what I use on my clients, and it's beautiful. But yeah, so if y'all want to see like a whole video dedicated to my freelance kit, I can kind of walk you through what I use and my favorite things and what I think is necessary for a freelance kit. I can definitely do that for you guys. But yeah, this is the concealer that I use on all my clients, and I use it on me too, obviously. But yeah, this is just a really good concealer, so if you're looking for a really good full coverage concealer from the drugstore, I would recommend the Maybelline Better Skin. Okay, so now I want to talk about brows, and I got this recently, but I've just been using this non-stop, so I had to mention it in this video because it's what I've been using every day. And this is the Essence Lash and Brow Clear Brow Gel. So yeah, it's just a clear brow gel, but it's probably one of the cheapest ones on the market, and it's really good. So I usually use Anastasia clear brow gel, but that's like 20 bucks. This is like $1.99. You know, it's like, why not? Try to save a little money here. I'm always looking for cheaper alternatives to high-end products, and I mean, if they work just as well, why spend the extra 20 bucks when you can get this for $1.99, you know what I mean? So again, this is from Essence, and yeah, you can get this at Ulta. I think you can only get it at Ulta, but yeah. So I really love this. Okay, next I want to talk about is a primer. And yes, I recently just got this too. Some of this stuff I recently got, but I've been using it non-stop, so it's like I have to mention it because this is like what I've been using. So this is the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base, and this is just like a smoothing primer. Fills in your lines and your pores and just makes your makeup go on flawlessly. Like honestly, it just sits so well. I put it like right here on my forehead, on my nose, and on my chin, and like over areas where you have like texture or like bumps, and just smooths everything out and makes everything ready for foundation and makes your foundation go on like flawlessly. I love this product. This is also from the drugstore, so it's inexpensive. And again, it's the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. I believe this is like $10 or $12, so I mean, it's not like really cheap, but it's a good price for a primer that works really well. Okay, so now I want to talk about a brush cleanser. So I usually use the, what's it called? The Beauty Blender Cleanser Solid? The Beauty Blender Solid? I don't know the right terms for that. But anyways, I use that a lot. But you know, again, that's like expensive, and it's just like, we're just cleaning your brushes. Like, why do you need to buy an expensive brush cleaner? So I really like the solid though, because you can really get your brush in there and then use the little mat. So I picked this up like probably 6 months ago. Like, I mean, I've had several of these, not this one, but I just never mentioned it on my channel, and I thought that, you know, I probably should, because since I am a freelance makeup artist, I'm always cleaning my brushes all the time, and I just thought it'd be helpful to like mention some things I use on the daily on my clients with you guys. So, or even just in general, if you don't even do freelance, you can use this. It's just a brush cleanser, you know what I mean? So this is the Sephora Solid Brush Cleanser, and this is, yeah, just a solid brush cleanser. And I have 2 mats in here, but it just comes with one. So it comes with a mat like this, so you can really clean your makeup. And I just used this like last night, so it's still kind of like damp. But mine's kind of dirty because I've been using it. But it just comes in this little pot, and you don't take it out of here, you leave it in here. And you get your brush wet, and then you swirl it in here, and then you take your mat, and then, you know, you clean it off. So this works just as good, if not better, than the Beauty Blender Solid. Like, they're the same thing, and this is cheaper and it's bigger. So yeah, I really like this, and just a helpful tip, if you're looking for a good brush cleanser and you like the solid versions like me, then check this one out. Again, this is a Sephora Solid Brush Cleaner. And then lastly, I want to talk about a product that did not work for me and I do not recommend, and I'm kind of worried what's in it. Okay, so let's just talk about it. So these are the NYX Liquid Crystal Liners, and I was like, oh my gosh, these are awesome. It's going to be like a dupe for the Urban Decay liners. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I found this. You know, because they're way cheaper. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I got this shade. I got these 2 pinky ones, where one's pink and one's purple, and I used this one in my festival tutorial that I did a couple weeks ago. And oh my gosh, no, these burnt the crap out of my lids. Like, all I did was apply it straight to my lids. I don't know if it's something that's in it or something I had on my eyes already that made these burn, but they burnt my lids, and if I got really close to my eye, it really, really, really burned. And I even put it under my eye because, oh, you know, I was doing a look and I wanted the glitter, and I was like, this is all I have, so I'm going to use it. When I woke up the next morning, I had a huge, it was swollen right here, and it was swollen for days. So yeah, it made my eyes like raw and they burned, but it was just this eye that I got a bump on, this eye I didn't. But it just really, it worried me that this made my eyes burn and gave me like a whelp thing. So I don't recommend these. I don't know what's in these. But let me know if you've had a problem with these, because that's kind of scary, and I mean, I'm sad they didn't work out, but I just can't risk putting these on my eyes again because it did burn and it hurt, and who wants to put makeup on their eyes that burns their eyes, like, you know what I mean? That's all I have for you guys for the month of April. I've really been loving these products, and I've been trying out new stuff every day. I tried out some new eyeshadow today, so you never know what's coming next to see what I like, but I love trying out new products. Just because I mentioned one foundation or one product one month and I don't mention it again the next month, It's maybe I'm still using those products and I still like them, but like, you know, I find new things all the time. I'm constantly trying new things, and so that doesn't mean I don't like those products anymore. It's just I found something new and better. You know, I might still use those products. I have a lot of foundations that I rotate. But yeah, I just want to share that with you guys and share you guys my favorites for the month. Let me know your favorites of the month down below, because like I said, I love trying new things. So maybe you like some stuff that I've never tried. So leave those down below in the comments and give this video a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!